Hello, it is 3:15 in the afternoon, October 9, here in the Philippines, Southern Luzon, Southeast Asia, here in the Philippines. Now, before we proceed with our hangout, with my hangout here, let me just turn on the monetization of this particular live stream. So wait for a while. So at least this particular video would have something for this channel. Yeah. So how are you? It's a rainy afternoon here in Southern Luzon, the Bicol region. Welcome to Hagbayon channel, my small space here on YouTube. There are so many great YouTube channels out there, as I've said. But if you choose to hang out with me, thank you for that. So I'm just switching the monetization of this channel. This small YouTube channel that we have. So we are recording this live. We are live streaming, but this will be published later as part of the content of this channel. Okay, suppose you are doing a day hike. You are day hiking. You know, a day hike is not an overnight hike. So it happens when you have a campsite or from your house, or you're in a cabin near a particular forest, and you have time to actually roam around, and you have plans of going back to camp or to your cabin or house that is near the woods, and you're not intending to stay overnight. So what if you are day hiking and all of a sudden you find yourself lost? You know, the trail is quite surreal to you. The trail is already unfamiliar to you. So what if that happens? That is our focal topic for this session as I hang out here with you. By the way, I'm your host, Jason Chankoko. I'm an entrepreneur, college instructor, writer, rock guitarist, martial arts fan, blade builder, and researcher, particularly for Bicol style blades. Um, I'm also a prepping and survivalism hobbyist, and an outdoors enthusiast. So going back to our question, what will you do? How will you cook? How will you cook if you have no blade, for instance? How will you clear vegetation or weeds? How will you build a shelter, a makeshift shelter? Okay. By the way, let's acknowledge the presence of Manay Hinupa channel once again. She is based in South Korea. Um, check her videos as well here on YouTube, or check the videos of her friends here on YouTube. her friends that would actually comment on her videos or in live streams. So there, that's why we're going to be talking about the importance of blades during outdoors activities. So that's the importance of blades during outdoors activities. You are day hiking without a care in the world, and all of a sudden you find yourself a little bit lost, and you might need to cook something or find your way, clearing vegetation or to build a temporary shelter. And how will you do that if you don't have a blade with you? So that's our topic for today: the importance of blade during outdoors activities, and what makes a good blade carry. What I think is a good blade carry. All right. So I think to better actually understand or to better realize what's a good blade carry, we should go into a camping or hiking trip. So I urge you guys to actually go into a camping or hiking trip. So suppose you are already uh, outdoors and in a camping or hiking trip. So suppose you carry your vintage barong, okay, vintage Mindanaoan blade barong, or a very expensive spider co. Okay. Suppose there was, some sort of an emergency during the time that you were actually using that particular item. Paano kung naiwan mo? What if you leave it? You leave it behind. What if naarbor? What if, you come across a farmer and the nice guy, the nice farmer helps you out, and as a kind of a souvenir, would want to have your knife or your blade. Will you say no? You know, or what if you drop it or you lose it? What if you drop it or you lose it? So I think the thing you must consider is quality and expense. So therefore, a nice outdoors blade carry ought to be of a good quality, and however, of a good quality but not expensive. Good quality but not expensive. So yun nga, even if you lose it, even if someone asks for it, someone you are indebted asks for it, if even if you drop it or lose it, no problem. It won't be the end of the world because it's not expensive. So of course, you won't carry your vintage Minasbad. Okay, once again, let's acknowledge Minju Park. So a Minasbad like this, vintage, uh, sinagangan, yeah, might not be a good idea to bring with you because you might lose it, etc. All right, next. So, but suppose you carry with you your short knife or your cute balisong, small tracker knife, or your beagle knife. So a short knife, say your tracker knife, something like this. I'm working on this tracker knife. Expensive tracker knife, or your nice balisong. Here, I have here a nice balisong. This was given to me by the editor-in-chief of Philippines Graphic, Sir Joel Pablo Salud. This was a gift, and along with this was a vintage 29. I got this in 2015 at Ateneo de Manila. So there, or a beagle knife, like, wait, let me check. A beagle knife like this one, really nice, really cute, historical, etc. Mm-hmm. There. collectible. However, you find yourself needing to clear vegetation, or you need to clear out some weeds, or worse, there's a snake. So if there's a snake, then siguro naman you are not. Are you good at, knife throwing? Are you an expert knife thrower? That you can actually neutralize the snake by throwing your knife at it. If not, if not, there will be a problem. What if you carry with you your long vintage Minasbad like this one? So long vintage Minasbad, antique. So, but you find yourself needing to climb, or to cross to climb a tree, or to to ascend a pathway or a trail that is going up. Of course, to ascend a trail, or to cross a creek with rocks as steps. So how will you go about it? How will you prosecute the situation? How will you uh, solve the problem? Okay, therefore, I think a nice blade carry while outdoors is a blade that is not too short and not too long. Not too short and not too long. Besides the fact that a blade like this is a collectible, so you might want to lose it, or this one, also a collectible, or a balisong, also a collectible, and actually mainit sa mata. Usually, our law enforcers are watchful for balisongs because this particular knife has gotten some bad PR lately. Okay, not actually just as of late, but even before. A lot of people think that if you carry one, you are a criminal element. So that's a bad PR that the balisong is getting. So there, not too short and not too long. Suppose you have to cut branches, logs, okay, or logs for building a makeshift shelter. Or suppose you have to cook something. So for cutting logs, etc., uh, for cooking. And we say that a knife that is dull is more dangerous than a sharp knife. Actually, a dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. So, therefore, another good characteristic of a good blade carry during outdoors activities is the blade must be sharp. Right? The blade must be sharp. Okay, next. Suppose you come across a troublemaker. So, how will you defend yourself? Suppose the person is deranged. So, you are in the forest. Okay. So the blade could therefore double as a fighting blade. So another characteristic is that the blade could double as a fighting blade, especially if you are a practitioner of one of the Kali disciplines, or FMA disciplines here in the Philippines. So, all right. Those are some of the uh, characteristics of good blade carry. So after camping, you assess. It's going to be a trial and error. You assess. Um, it's going to be a trial and error, and you will find out what's nice to carry after actually carrying it. and realizing that it might not be a good carry, or perhaps it might be a good carry. So for now, actually, I carry this particular Northern Luzon blade. It's light. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's 11 inches when we talk of the blade itself, and 5 inches when we talk of the hilt. Hilt is made of carabao horn. Blade is acero, and yeah, thin spined, very light, um, and with bronze handguard. So it is wait, it is not too long, not too short. Okay, good quality. Okay, but not too expensive. All right, it's sharp, sharp enough, and could double as a fighting blade. Okay, could also double as a fighting blade. This is my carry usually. Yeah, there. Not too long, not too short. It won't impede my movements when I'm actually hiking or climbing, things like that, or negotiating a creek, stepping upon the rocks along the way. So there. What is your blade carry for hiking and camping? Mind you, a camping activity or a hiking activity is a legal activity. So carrying a knife or a blade is going to be legal if you're gonna be camping or hiking, because it's allowed by law here in the Philippines as per Batas Pambansa 6. All right. Yesterday I mentioned F Sionil Jose, and we said that Cirilo F Bautista is of the opinion that if there's a writer who actually, if there's a literary writer who actually deserves to win the Nobel Prize, it would be F. Sionil Jose. But we asked this question yesterday: do you need to be well loved by your people if you if you ought to win the if you want to win the Nobel Prize? So because I'm mentioning him again because early today he he made a statement again that he made another statement that was a bit unsavory for many people, because uh, he said Maria Ressa does not deserve the Nobel. So that's what he said. So many people are disagreeing with him. So many people are appalled by this statement by the national artist, and so many people, especially DDS, okay, supporters of President Duterte, are in agreement with national artist F. Sionil Jose, and they're actually lambasting Maria Ressa, and they are actually saying that the Nobel Prize is not prestigious anymore because of Maria Ressa's winning it. So, guys, what do you think? What do you think of F. Sionil's statement, F. Sionil Jose's statement that Maria Ressa does not deserve the Nobel Prize? Kindly check his Facebook profile or Facebook page to actually be able to read his statement. Um, I'm not gonna share or read his statement here any longer. Um, so you, what do you think? Kindly comment or post down below in the comment section if you agree with that. And do you really think a Nobel Prize winner ought to be, a PR, ought to have good PR in his locality or in his home country. Because as we said, Jose Cirilo Bautista was who himself was a good contender for the Nobel Prize. Actually said that if there's a literary writer who ought to win the Nobel Prize, it should be F Sionil Jose, because he's well translated, etc., etc. But then again, um, as you know, F Sionil Jose is very much opinionated. He cannot keep quiet. He what goes on in his head, comes out in his mouth and in his articles. So there, Jason here for the Hagbayon channel, and this channel is devoted to uh, current events, literature, rock music, blades, you know, like our topic for today, blades, the outdoors, and our prepping and survivalism hobby. Okay, what else? I'm putting out more and more live uh, videos because, as you know, my channel is encountering a problem because my scheduled videos are coming out as old content because even if I schedule them for publication for later, when they get published, uh, they get published as old. They get published as old content. So if you think about it, it's not good because it would seem that my channel has no new content, which is not good or unfair to me, I think, because it used to be different. The policy of YouTube was different before. Uh, if you schedule a particular video for future time, the date of publication will be the date of the video and not the date of upload. Now it's the date of upload. So maybe I'm just someone who needs to work on my settings, but maybe you are also experiencing the same. So if you are experiencing the same, just if you are actually having the same problems, kindly comment down below, or if you know how to fix it, kindly give me a tip. Give me a tip, and there I'll update you if there's some changes in my channel as per this predicament. All right, Jason here for the Hagbayon channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. Remember, the pen is mightier with a sword.